Tune in now, don't miss the flash. It's chaos, charm, and books. It's the Book Mash.
And the clapping continues. All
Guys,
right. Welcome.
we're back.
Welcome back to the Book Mash. We are back. Been a little bit.
Yes.
Hi Ash.
Where have you been for
And
a
if you
million
don't know,
years?
hi Miranda. I feel like we're doing that one video where you were like introducing us, and I'm like,
You were so scared.
yeah, that was
It was
funny.
pretty funny.
Okay, so today is exciting because we are gonna go back to basics.
Yep.
We are gonna still talk about reading, of course, what we're loving and enjoying books again, without some of the pressure. The interviews have been so amazing. But we want to make sure that it stays something that's genuine to the both of us. We started this because not only were we enjoying what we were reading and we wanted to talk about it, but it brought the two of us closer together.
Ducks.
I know. So even though the interviews have been wonderful, like it's been so amazing having so many cool people to talk to, and our community has grown so largely. Right now, we're just going to take a step back and do the back to basics. So Ash and I are just going to talk about books, what we currently are reading. Maybe we'll do some spinner wheel like we did when we first started. And then maybe some of you that weren't following us when we were itty bitty just getting started with everything can see kind of how we originated.
So, to be fair, we had the idea to like become an itty bitty little quote unquote bookstore and do all these vendor events and consign these books by you amazing authors and the authors who are watching us and anybody else who messaged us. And it kind of got a little bit bigger, like it always does over here at the Book Mash, than we expected. And we don't feel that we should only give the interviews like 50% and having to reschedule all the time and all the things. So that is like the biggest reason for us like going back to basics, because literally I could message Miranda and be like, hey, what are you doing this day? And she'd be like, oh, okay, let's record our review for our books or whatever that we're doing for that day. And it just makes it so it's less pressure. We're still going to be doing written authors. We're still going to be doing amazing giveaways. We're still doing all of that. But we're just taking a step back from our video interviews for now. They will come back in the future. We cannot tell you when. For everybody interested in those, we appreciate you so much. We just feel like you guys deserve 110% of the Book Mash and not the being pulled 50 million ways Book Mash. So, written interviews are easy. So if you've signed up for a video interview and you want to do a written interview, so easy, takes a couple minutes. You still get all of the promotion. Actually, I think you get more because you're actually put on our website too. So,
yeah, that's true.
You still get all of the fun stuff included in the Book Mash. I am planning on coming live on TikTok every once in a while. Miranda will join us if she can to sit down with some indie authors. So we're still having fun. So don't think we're not. But let's talk about what we are reading. Now, we're a little bit late to the game on this because our wheels had to turn for a minute.
Late to the game.
So, today we're talking about the amazing Banana Ball inspired series by some of our two favorite authors. Like, they're literally amazing. But when we interviewed them, I don't even know how it happened. It accidentally became a little bit competitive. I read so we each only read one of the books. So Miranda read Nicole's and I read Cedar's. And we still need to switch and do the same, but we wanted to record this before we did that. So if you do not know, I'm on the best team. I'm Team Pink. And Miranda is Team Blue. So I read Curveball Crush. Miranda read Swing and Miss. And we thought we'd talk about them a little bit today.
Yeah. Team Blue.
Team Pink.
All right. So we're going to do some questions to each other about the two books. If you've read either one of these, feel free to comment. Let us know what you thought. Or if you read both and you want to tell us, are you Bashers or Sharknadoes?
First,
All right, let's start with the vibes. What stood out most about the tone of your book, Ash?
I felt like the female main character, her name's Delaney, right? I always get them mixed up. Yes, Delaney. Sorry, Cedar. You guys know my brain. You're lucky you got that out of me. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I felt like I could see myself a lot in her. She's like, so when you guys see me on here, I'm fun. I'm funny. I'm a little bit of a ditz. But just fun. But like when I'm off of here, like I'm like strictly business. And Miranda can probably sit there and nod her
Yeah.
head and agree. Like things have to be done my way. I do have OCD, so like things around the house have to be done perfectly. And I felt like Delaney was the same exact way. So I think that was my favorite thing about it is I could literally put myself in her shoes and understand why she is the way that she is. But yeah. How about you?
Well, for one, I want to say that the fact that we ended up on the teams that we did is like so strange because not only are you saying like Delaney fits with you, but like your fun side
Yeah.
fits with the MMC too. And then it's the same for me on mine. Like, Noah and Theo are like, well, I mean, Noah's like, she's super cute. And she's got
the little sister.
yes, she is the little sister, and she's got the vibes where she's like, I am an adult. I don't need you to sit there and micromanage me.
Sorry.
And no. I'm just talking. And she takes it one step further. And Delaney and Noah are sisters, and they are part of the Hart family, and their dad created Hart Ball, which is the banana ball inspired league.
Yeah.
So in Noah's role, she's like the organizer and the planner, and she's making sure everything is going to schedule, and like that sounds like me. And then when we're talking about the MMCs, like for yours, he's like party
Hold my
crazy guy.
beer.
Yes. And Theo
Brian.
is like chill, quiet, observant,
Yep.
like not crazy, has to come out of his shell kind of thing. And I just think that it fit with us so well. It's just so
I did.
so funny. Yeah.
I agree.
I love it. Yeah. Did Curveball Crush lean more lighthearted, emotional, or somewhere in between?
You know, if you read the book or if you're reading it and you're not to this point yet, you're gonna go be like, what the hell are you talking about? It's true. So the book was great. Like the whole entire book's great. And I messaged Cedar this, so she knows. But there's a note from her Delaney's mother. And I did not think
in Swing and Miss. Yeah.
There's a note from Delaney's mother. So the whole book's funny. She's a stickler. He's like a partier, like Miranda was saying. And then you get to the chapter with Delaney's mother's letter. That to me was like shattered love crying.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I was bawling. So like the whole book, I would say is kind of somewhere in between. It's funny. There is parts where you're like, oh, that pulled my heartstring. But then you get to the chapter where Delaney's mom writes the letter and you're done. You're ugly crying so hard. Yeah.
Gosh.
Just wait.
I have to agree. Nicole's was the same way. And of course, like they're going to have similarities because they make an awesome team.
Duh.
But you've got like the banter and the angst and the swooniness. And then there's a scene where there's like a medical emergency. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but that was like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? It was so scary. Yeah. So they definitely bring all the feels. Both of
They
them
do.
are so good at that. So good. And if you haven't read any of their other books or their novellas, the short stories that they're doing right now, go check them out because
If
they're
you haven't read
really,
them, I'll show you the door now.
yeah, right?
It's right here. Right
I'll
there.
kick you through it.
And the Derby debacle, is that what it's called?
Derby
Cedar's Ruler?
debacle.
Debacle.
Mhm.
That one just came out.
It did.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Because it's a year of accidental love affairs.
mhm.
So there's a short story for every month.
I have one. Look how hold the phone. We gotta hold the phone. We gotta talk about these really quick. Pause on the banana ball. So I
Okay.
have the Minute to Midnight. I'm trying to buy all of them. They're short stories, guys. Okay, but
Mhm.
hold on. Okay, super cute, like great feel. But look at the pages.
Whoa.
Chapter art.
Satisfying.
That's why I needed them. So if you do not have these, they're on the Zon.
Yes. Go to the
And
tree guy.
yeah. And it's all in color and even hold on, look at the beautiful person back here. Look at her. Look how cute she is.
Yeah.
It's all in color, guys.
Very cool.
Sorry.
Love that.
There's your plug, Cedar. So I'm trying to get
All
over.
right. Back to
Sorry.
Hart Ball.
Sorry.
One moment or element that really hooked you early on.
The angst from the very, very beginning.
I can see that with them because you get snippets of those characters in Swing and Miss. So I have a feeling that's yeah, I see that. I see that already.
If you have not read a Cedar or Nicole angst, you have not read angst. They're like, just give me the F it moment already.
I mean, yeah. In Swing and Miss, it's kind of the same. Like, I think I was really hooked because Noah had a crush on Theo, like, the whole time they were growing up because Theo was her brother. But he's 6 years older than her, which is funny because mine's 6 years older than me too. Anyways, so like when they were younger, it was not, he didn't think of her like that.
Yeah.
But when they got older, it was like she still had a crush on him, but for him, it was like a slow burn kind of thing. And part of that was because her brother was involved from when they were younger and was like the typical stay away from my sister, she's off limits thing. So you had this like push and pull, and I think that's what brought me in.
Yeah. I agree. And you,
All right.
in Curveball Crush, you see, like, there's this one scene. It's not really a spoiler, but like Delaney calls Noah, and she's like, "Where are you?" And it's like, "Oh, I know where you're at, girlfriend. I know."
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good scene. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like Noah really comes into herself in that scene, and she like she stops taking the BS and just sticks up for herself.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good one.
It's typical Ashley and Miranda.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. How did the banana ball concept actually play into the story? Did it feel central or more like a backdrop?
So what's funny about me is the only banana ball that I really like watched or seen is just like the stuff on TikTok. Like I don't follow it a lot. I mean, I'd like to, but to me, like they never come around us. So it's like, oh, this is funny. So you've seen like some of like what happens, but like not a lot of like the rules or I don't know, some like yeah. And in
Yeah.
the story, like, you can literally, like, see it playing in your head, and you're like, "Oh my gosh. Did he
Yes.
really just do that?" Like,
Mhm.
there's a scene
Yeah.
during one of the games, and you're like, "Oh, crap." But in a regular, like, Major League game, you wouldn't see any of that. So, I
Right.
felt like it was, like, one of the front runner, like, quote, unquote, "tropes" or themes of the whole book, of course. But
Right.
it
Because the heart ball is what it's
yeah,
all about.
yeah, yeah,
James Hart is the overlap of everything that's happening. And when you read about James, he he's pretty funny in the way that he makes everything happen.
yeah.
He's he's like the hand in the honey pot kind of guy.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
yeah, I agree. And I love baseball
Mhm.
romances anyways. And there's only been a few authors that I can say, like, for a fact that they put the action of the games and the point of views of the players in such a way that you feel like you're actually
Yeah.
there, and would be Indy Valentine, Lo Everett, and Nicole met that, like, bar none.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in there, and the fact that it is, like, the heart ball, banana ball, it's different because the pressure, it's not the same kind of pressure that you would read about in, like, the MLB ones. It's the pressure to let yourself be who you are
Yeah.
and come out of your shell and have fun and
Mhm.
remember why you love playing the game, and I
Yeah.
think that's a great theme, 'cause that's something people forget.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree.
Alright, who would enjoy this book the most? What kind of reader?
Literally anybody. I think even if you are not a sports person, I think there's enough, like, romance and fun and everything else in it to, like, get you past the sports, because even
Yeah.
though it's, like, a banana ball inspired book, it's not, like, in your face the whole time. I mean, the
Right.
setting a lot
Yeah.
is there, but there's not a lot of, like, lingo or, stuff like that that you
Mhm.
need to
See
know.
that.
But if
Yeah.
you like romance, if you like
Banter.
yeah, seriously.
Yes.
But I
Yeah.
think literally anybody, because the Spice Girl, who it be spicing?
That's to be expected with these 2.
Mhm.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
nice. It was nice. It was real nice.
Alright. Fun questions. You start.
Okay. What was the emotional core of your book?
Oh, you know what? We did this wrong.
I see that.
Skipping down, because we just talked about this. We
Yeah.
just talked about this. We're gonna go to the sister connection because, like we said, Delaney and Noah are sisters. And we're sisters, so that makes it cool that we were able to read the 2 books and see the difference.
Ladies, if you wanted to just write a book about us, you could have just asked.
You know, right? Oh gosh. Okay. Um, what makes the books feel connected even though we read them separately?
I feel like the fact that there was snippets that, like, connected
Mhm.
through both books. So, like,
Yeah.
I was reading scenes and you were getting those pieces of your scenes in your book too. So that when I'm sitting here
Mm.
talking, it's not like, "What? That didn't happen in my book." And it's like, "Oh, that did happen in my book." Like, we were literally reading 2 people's lives, like, on the daily. Like
The fact that they're okay, so the fact that they're interconnected standalones is amazing as it is, but having 2 separate authors that don't live in the
yeah,
same place, by the way, having them incorporate the stories together into both books
yeah,
and have it the same timeline, the same things happening, but 2 very different characters.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Cedar and Nicole are like top tier. That's amazing.
I
So
don't know. It was
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So we have a couple
Yeah.
more fun questions. Did your book make you curious about mine?
Oh, heck yeah.
Miranda's like, "I wanna read
Yes.
it now."
I know. Yeah, it's definitely. I haven't been reading as much. I've been slower, but it's definitely
She
on
gave me her
my
speed.
up here. Yeah, I'm at Ashley's speed now, which is fine because I can do other things. Anyways, um, but yeah, it's definitely on the top of my list. But
I'm excited to
do
read
you
yours.
want to read Swing and Miss?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's a silly question. We know the answer.
We know the answer
Um,
to that.
did you feel like you were missing context at all, or did it stand well on its own?
I feel like I was reading a book and also reading half of another book the whole time.
Mhm.
So I don't think I was missing
There
anything.
wasn't gaps. It wasn't like anything was missing. It was just that you were getting a glimpse of what was going on in the background,
Yeah.
which you always get with interconnected standalones. Like a lot of
Mm,
times, the next story of the two characters will be at a different timeline,
yeah.
like after the events of the first book, but because they're happening at the same time, it's super cool.
Yeah. Which perspective do you think adds more to the overall story?
You know what? I want a James Hart book.
Yes.
Yes, write about dad. I want to read about dad.
I like that
How
idea.
did he get this idea? What was he like with his wife and his kids? Like that's what I want to read that.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Come on, guys. Next
I would say,
generation or
I
the
am going to
previous
say,
generation.
I think Delaney's book, like, holds more light because
Yeah.
she's going to be taking over.
Yes. I also think because she's older, she had a lot more experiences to talk about
Yeah.
with her parents that no one might not have or might have a different
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think the series is read better together or could someone enjoy just one?
So my question is, why would you want to just read
That's
one?
what I was I mean, you
You
could only
could.
read one.
If you're like,
Oh,
I'm not a huge baseball fan. I don't like sports. You
yeah.
know, you could just read one, but once you read
But
one, you're gonna be
knowing
chomping.
right? Knowing that the characters that you're reading about in one are in the other one, you're gonna want to figure out what happens because the snippets are just enough to like hook you. You
Mhm.
want to know what's going on in the background. What makes this collaboration between the authors work? We kind of already talked about that. But
Yeah, they're besties. They talk all the time. They write together. Um, they're both hilarious. They both kill me on the daily. So
yeah,
they're just two
they're
souls
great.
combined into one.
They're great.
They are great.
That's all you could say. They're great.
Okay, we have a debate. You ready?
Yes.
Team Pink versus Team Blue. Knuckle up. Okay. Realistically, what does Team Blue bring to the table?
Everything.
Well, mine's
Everything.
everything and more.
No. No. All what in Sharknadoes, like you've got the fun and you know what? There is a preview of the next story, and I cannot wait to read his story. The players on the team are just like goofy and fun. They also you can already tell that they have more going on in the background, and the next character is gonna be it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, what does Team Blue bring?
Team Pink.
Oh yes, Team Pink. Sorry, my brain.
Team
It's not
Pink
working.
brings one word. Angst.
Yeah. I think mine's more swoon. I mean, there is angst, but it's swoony. It's cute. They're cute together. I like it. The elevator though. That's all I'm gonna say. The elevator, and then who is on the other side of the elevator. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So they obviously complement each other. It's not really a competition. It's a full experience because Heartball is incredible and we're going to experience it all, right? This was a fun way to read a series
It was.
differently because each of us read one that 2 different authors wrote. And if you don't already know, Cedar and Nicole were our first 2 interviews ever. And they hooked us up with our fun jerseys. So,
Thank ladies.
but knowing that they're such incredible writers and seeing those tidbits like we talked about definitely makes me want to read Cedar's, and I also want to read the next one.
Yeah.
So
I've literally been dying, and I didn't want to read Nicole's because I knew we were doing this, and I don't want to like get them all because you guys know my brain. It'll mix the 2 books together,
right.
and so we've been planning this for a while, and I just wanted to talk about it, and now I can finish my Bunny XO book, and now I can go read it.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
questions for you guys. If you've read these, did you read both or just one?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you had to pick, are you team pink? Don't even answer this question because we already know. Or team blue?
Sharknadoes.
Nope, bashers.
Go blue.
Pink.
Anywho. All right. As you all know, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok are going to be the main 2 places. Watch us on YouTube and subscribe. You can also listen to us Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Deezer.
Anywhere where podcasts can be found.
Yes. Listen anywhere your favorite podcast. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So keep the conversation going. Let us know what you think. If you've not read them, hopefully this entices you to because they're great. And we're excited to be back to basics. So more books, more chats, less pressure, more time for markets, more time for reading and reviewing some of our favorite indie authors. But until the next time, we
need to know. Do we bring the wheel back?
Yeah. Do you guys want this? Do you like the spinner wheel? If we do the spinner wheel, will you do book clubs with us? Because that's something we've always wanted to do. We have Fable set up. Will you read them with us? So, yes or no, spinner wheel, book club. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Until next time, folks.
Bye, guys.
You on the other side. Go Sharknadoes.
Backers.